to us. Another time I wasn't home and I was doing stuff, he would be home from work and my phone would ring. By the time that I could get to my phone, he would grab my phone and he would answer my phone and he would say, "Who are you? Why are you calling my wife after 8? It's nighttime. How could you call her at that time? What do you want to do with her? Do you want to take the kids that she's got? Do you want to raise the kids? I can give them to you." I was like, "Robert, what are you doing?" He's like, "I am not gonna let anybody call you after 8. What is this? You're my wife. You got the kids. If anybody wants to raise your kids, go ahead." So that would be a little shocker for me, but then when I went back to work, I would ask that someone that was one of my customers. He basically just wanted to ask me when I'm gonna be able to cut his hair. I felt bad, I felt embarrassed, because then I had to explain myself to my customer that someone else picks up my phone, and I didn't mean for that to happen. I felt bad when I had to explain myself to him. I didn't know what was going on. Then a few times, let's say we would go to a party. So me, of course, as a girl, I would want to dress. I would want to put some makeup on. I would want to put high heels on and everything. It was time to leave. I would walk out and kind of like show myself, "Hey, this is what I look. This is, how do you like me?" And I would get that look like, "What?" That would be like, "Why is your dress so short? Why do you have so much makeup on?" I was like, "I don't have that much makeup on, and my dress is not that short." He would say, "Nope, you're not going like this. Unless you change, we're not going." So I would be like, "Shit, I just wanted to look like this. Why?" But I would go back in the closet, put something on. I would be like, "Ugh." But I'm like, he's driving, he's going, I'm like, okay, maybe it's fine, maybe it's just this time. Then when we would be at the party, someone would ask me or tell me, "Oh my God, your hair looks cool," or "Your makeup looks good." He would look at me and he would be like, "I knew. Don't answer any more questions. Don't talk about it. Just let it be." During the summertime, he would get in the car and take Zuzanka with and go to the store, go get her clothes. By the time she was like 1.5 or 2, he would get her an iPhone. I'm like, "How could you get her an iPhone?" He's like, "She needs to be in contact with me. She needs the iPhone." I'm like, "She's only 2 years old. Why are you getting her an iPhone?" He's like, "Nope. She needs to be able to pick up the phone and when I call her, because you're not letting her use your phone and this and this." And I was like, "Okay." By the time Zuzana was like 2.5, he decided to bring his father here from Poland because he was the only child. And he told me that his parents would want to see the grandkid. I was like, "Okay, that's fine." So on Valentine's Day of 2013, he brought his father here. His father was obviously 74 at the time. So he needed care. He needed so much care. I have given him the room of my daughters. It was upstairs. Robert obviously worked, so I ended up cooking and feeding and cleaning and doing everything and helping the guy. But I've noticed something different. When Robert would get home in the afternoon, he would go upstairs and give his father a lecture, like, Why did you watch TV? Why didn't you read the paper? Why did you read this paper? Why didn't you read the book? What's going on? I'm not gonna give you a shower today. I was like, how could you not give your father a shower? Obviously, it smells like pee upstairs. He's like, no, I'm tired. I'm not gonna do it today. I'll do it tomorrow or later. It was weird for me. And I would see something that I didn't like, but I couldn't do anything about that because I couldn't get his father and give him a shower because it obviously wouldn't work. Yeah, going back to the relationship between me and Robert, he started telling me, or kind of enforcing in me, that I am cheating on him. He would tell me, oh, who was that one that called you? Who is this one that liked your posts on Facebook? What's this message all about? Why is somebody texting you? It's Sunday or Saturday. How could you talk to that someone? I'm your husband. I'm here for you. So with time, I lost that drive for the sexual relationships. I just couldn't force myself to sleep with him. The times came when he would kind of lean closer to me in the bed, and I was like, no, my stomach hurts, or I don't feel good, or I just don't want to have sex with you. And he would basically tell me, how could you not? You're my wife. You have to do it. And it ended up like I would have to have sexual relationship with him, even though I did not want it. After some time, something new joined the house. I saw a big box, and in the big box was a rubber ass. I was like, what? He shows me the box. He stands in front of me. He's like, there you go. I got someone now I can have sex with. And this is what I'm going to do. I was shocked. From then on, when I would not want to have sex with him, he would take the ass in the box. He would go downstairs on the couch, take the laptop. I knew what he was doing. He was watching porn and he was helping himself. I was trying to reach out to my friends and tell them that something is wrong, that he's watching porn. I would ask his friend that I trusted if he could talk to him, but that someone wouldn't listen to me. They just looked at me like, you're making stuff up. There's no such thing that he could do something like this. He's a nice guy. I know him well. Why are you making up stuff? I was like, I'm not. On the other hand, he was a fanatic of bayonets. He would go to flea markets during summertime and he would buy so many of them. We had so many of them in the house. They were in the living room on the cabinet on the top. Sometimes when we would fight or something, or we would have an argument, he would go up there, grab the bayonets, lay them on the table, and I knew at that time, keep it quiet. Just keep it quiet. Don't even ask anything. This scared the crap out of me when he would put them out on the table and just lay them out. I was like, Kasha, just step away, do your stuff, do your cooking, do whatever, go for a walk. Don't even start. On the other hand, sometimes at night he would take Zuzanka downstairs. He would put the mattress in the living room and he would take her downstairs. He would take the blankets and the pillows and everything, and he would sleep with her downstairs Once I would walk downstairs to give her a kiss and say goodnight, he was like, no, she's sleeping with me tonight. You can go into your own bed and do whatever you want. So I would grab my other kids and I would just hug them and put them in bed and be like, we can go through this, we can survive, we can live it. I don't know what's going on, but it's normal, because if I tell my friends, nobody wants to listen to it. Stop. Yeah, with time, whenever I wanted to go out with my friends or spend some time, he would always have something planned. Let's say if someone called me, Kasia, let's go out, he would be like, no, didn't you know that we're doing this, or we're doing this, or I have dinner ready, or I have this ready, oh, we're watching a movie. So after some time, I ended up having no friends and no family, because my family didn't like him from the beginning. So I ended up not seeing my family, even though they were 5 blocks away. They've never seen my daughter. And my friends, he would tell me, oh, your friend just wants you for your car because you have the car. Your friend is jealous because of your clothes. Your friend is jealous because you got the phone like this, because you're happy here, you got this and this. And at the end of the day, I was at home and we started arguing more, and arguments and everything. So with time, when he would come back home from work, the way he would open the door and the way he would step, or the steps, I knew the tension. I could feel the tension. The way he shut the door, or the way he put the dishes in the sink, I could feel the tension. Or the way he would take a shower and shove the curtain, I knew. I just knew there was like so much tension. My kids were bigger at a time, and they started asking me, Mom, why do we have to be here? Why do you put up with this? I'm like, I can't do anything. I got my hands tied. I'm just working here as a hairdresser. I'm bringing this much home. Who's gonna pay for the babysitter? How am I gonna pay for the mortgage? He is bringing most of the money home, and I am not gonna be able to pay for this. I can't. I was explaining myself and telling myself that I can't do it. But once the tension was building up bigger and bigger and bigger and stronger, I realized that I can't live like this. Even Zuzanka would ask me the question, why is Daddy yelling at you? Why are you fighting? And I would just walk away and think to myself, I don't think that's what's supposed to happen. I don't think that's the way it's supposed to be. And I would remember the beginning 4 or 5 years ago, when everything was cool. Everything was happy, that we went out for vacation, that we went out, that we cooked together, that we did stuff. It was not like this. It was no longer like this.